If you apply for a credit card, a loan, or a mortgage, and you keep getting denied, hard inquiries on your credit report could be the reason why. Most people think that hard inquiries are stuck on their report for 2 full years. But what if I told you that they can be gone in days? No expensive credit repair agency, no sketchy tricks, no complicated paperwork. Just a free, legit method that actually works. And I'm gonna prove it. Here's my credit profile before, check the date, and here's what it looked like afterwards just a few days later. Now, real quick, if your credit score is below 680 right now, you want to pay very close attention, because what I'm about to show you matters to you even more. 680 is usually the bare minimum score that you need to get approved for most credit products, without getting hit with high interest rates. It's the line between fair credit and good credit, so every point matters at this range. But here's what most people don't realize. Even if your score is above 680, too many hard inquiries can still get you denied on the spot. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process to get hard inquiries removed from your credit report in 2026. But before we get into the steps, there's something that you need to understand first. And this is the part that most people skip and it ends up costing them. Not all credit checks are the same. There are two types, hard inquiries and soft inquiries. So let's start off with the one that actually hurts your score. Hard inquiries happen every time that you apply for a new credit card, a loan, and every new line of credit. It drops your score by a few points and it stays on your report for up to 24 months. But here's what most people don't know. After 12 months, FICO stops factoring them into your score. Lenders can still see them, but after 1 year, they no longer affect your number. Now here's the most important thing about hard inquiries. They require your permission. By law, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, a company must have your authorization to pull your credit. But unauthorized inquiries happens all the time. Maybe it's fraud, maybe a dealership that ran your credit without telling you. Either way, those can be removed. On the other hand, soft inquiries don't affect your score at all. These happen when you check your own credit, get pre-qualified for a card, or when a company sends you pre-approval offers in the mail. Now, don't worry about soft pulls because they are harmless. It's the hard inquiries that we're focusing on today. Now, one more thing. If you're shopping around for a mortgage or a car loan, FICO actually has a rule that protects you. If you apply to multiple lenders for the same type of loan, usually within 14 to 45 days, those inquiries won't hurt your score depending on the scoring model. After that window closes, FICO groups them all together and counts them as just one inquiry. But credit cards are a completely different story. Every credit card application counts as its own separate hard inquiry. So if you apply for 5 cards in 1 month, that is 5 hits to your score. Now that you understand how hard inquiries work, here's a step-by-step process in getting them off your report. And the first step is one most people completely overlooked, even though it's the most important one. Before you can remove anything, you need to see what's actually on your report. You can get a free credit report from all 3 bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion at annualcreditreport.com. You can get reports every single week, so there's no excuse not to check regularly. Once you pull your report, scroll all the way down to the inquiry section. Go through every single hard inquiry on that list. Now write down the name of each company and the date of each inquiry that you want to remove. I recommend organizing by bureau like Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax separately. This will save you a lot of time when it's time to dispute. Now here's where most people make a big mistake. They start disputing every single inquiry on their list without checking one very important thing first. And this mistake can actually close an account that you want to keep. This is the most important rule in this entire video. Do not dispute any inquiries that is linked to an open account. If an inquiry is connected to an active credit card, auto loan, or a line of credit, disputing it can trigger that account to be closed. And the last thing that you want is to lose a positive account that is helping build your credit history. So here's how to check. Look at the date the inquiry was pulled, then look at your open accounts. If any account was open on the exact same date as your inquiry, then just leave it alone. Focus only on inquiries that have no matching open accounts. I also recommend starting with inquiries that are less than 1 year old. The more recent the inquiry, the bigger the boost to your score when it is removed. Now before you make a single call, there's one optional step that could dramatically increase your chances of getting these removed. Most people skip this, but if you have the time, it is absolutely worth doing. When you dispute with Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, they don't always do a full investigation on their own. Instead, they cross-check with smaller third-party bureaus like LexisNexis, SageStream, and Innovis. If you freeze those third-party bureaus before you dispute, the big 3 have no way to verify your inquiry. And if they can't verify it, then they have to remove it. Freezing them can take anywhere between 24 hours to 30 days. So if you're in a hurry, then you can just skip this step. But if you do have the time and you want the best possible chance of success, then do it because it can make a real difference. Alright, now it's actually time to take action. And this is where the method splits depending on which bureau the inquiry is on. So let's start with the easiest one first. Experian is by far the easiest bureau to work with. In many cases, they will remove the inquiry while you're still on the phone with them. So here on the screen are numbers that you should actually use to call them. When you call, press 1 to go through the personal route. This connects you to a real person faster. The automated system will then ask you why you're calling. When it does, just say the word representative. This skips the automation and routes you to a live agent. Now, here's the key. Your goal is to get to the special services or fraud department. They are the only team that can remove an inquiry over the phone while you're still on the call. When someone answers, listen very closely. If they say that their name and they say that they're from the special services department, you're in the right place. If they just say their name with nothing else after that, then ask them to transfer to the special services department. Once you are there, verify your identity such as your name, address, birth date, and your social security number. Then just say this: I was recently a victim of identity theft and have several hard inquiries on my credit report that I did not authorize. I would like them to be removed. Then just give them the name and the date of each inquiry that you want to remove. Just be very clear and specific. They may ask if you filed a police report. If you haven't, just say that I haven't filed one yet, but I plan to. One more thing is that if they offer to place a security freeze or a fraud alert on your account, decline it. This will slow down any future credit applications, and we really don't want that. But regardless, it's up to you if you want to place it or not. If you ever want to apply for new credit applications down the line, you will just have to remove it. By the end of the call, they should confirm the removal within 24 to 72 hours. If they do not confirm it, politely hang up and call back with a new rep. Also, try to call early in the morning because if you call in the afternoon or evening, then you could be on hold for a very long time. Now, Experian plays pretty nicely, but TransUnion and Equifax are a completely different story. The phone call alone often won't cut it, so here's a method that actually gets results with those two. These bureaus typically require more documentation before they will remove anything. The method that works best for them is a two-step process. Step 1 is to file an identity theft report with the FTC. Step 2 is to submit a complaint with the CFPB. So here's how it works at a high level. For the FTC report, you want to go to identitytheft.gov and you want to file an identity theft report. You will list the inquiries inside the report with the exact name and date for each one. So here's an example. These inquiries do not belong to me. Please have them removed from my credit report. These are the name of the lenders and furnishers and the dates. Once you're done, just download it as a PDF. This document becomes your official FTC affidavit and is the foundation of your CFPB complaint. You would then go to consumerfinance.gov and file a separate complaint for each bureau. In the complaint, you just describe the unauthorized inquiries and reference FCRA section 605B. It's the law that requires credit bureaus to block fraudulent accounts within 4 business days of receiving your report. So here is an example that you can use. Then you attach your FTC report, a photo of your driver's license, and a utility bill showing your current address. Once submitted, the bureaus has to investigate and respond. Most inquiries are removed within 72 hours. One important note is that do not refresh the page after you hit submit. If the page refreshes while your complaint is still processing, the submission won't go through and you will just have to start over. Now, if you want an easier option that handles not just hard inquiries, but also collections, charge-offs, late payments, and more, all in one place, check out Credit Rehab Pro. It's a free software that links directly to your credit report. Here are some results recently from actual members. It automatically scans for anything hurting your score, generates a custom dispute letter for you, and tracks all of your disputes so you always know exactly what to do next. So no manually typing letters and no cross-referencing reports. Also, if you don't have a printer or stamps, our partners can mail your letters out for a small additional fee, so you can even handle this without ever leaving your house. The software itself is completely free to use. You just need a credit monitoring subscription to plug your report in. The link is down in the description, or you can just scan this QR code. So that's exactly how you remove hard inquiries from your credit report in 2026. But wait, before you go, there's something that I didn't tell you at the start of this video. Everything that I just showed you will not matter if you're not leveraging your credit the right way. If you are a business owner or an aspiring entrepreneur, check out this video right here where I'll show you how anyone can get approved for $50,000 of business credit. I'll see you over there.